Right, I'm live! Yay! Fantastic. So, good evening everybody, and welcome to tonight's Nimby Rail stream. The Polen thingy project we're building now is going very, very well. I am very happy with how this is progressing. And obviously, now that we've got a northern terminus to actually terminate our ice trains at, yeah, some services are going to be a little bit more viable. But we now need to build the... Well, I've already made a start behind everyone's backs because this was going to take forever. I've made a start on building the current line, the real-life line that goes from Warsaw to Gdansk. In real life, there are some sections of 200 kph, but I've tried to optimize it as much as possible for here, with a few sections I've bypassed, just stuff that there. And where else have I sort of... Oh yeah, this little bit of here. So it's not going to be stupidly slow, but I have still kept some slowness here and there. Just for, you know, to really encourage people to use the ice train, which is obviously bringing in loads of money when the trains are running. So, yeah, that's the goal today, is to build to to sort out Olsztyn, and to connect up the classic line to Gdansk. Which also means not only adding the Intercity services, but also adding the regional express train services, which are also going to get... Well, they're also going to bring in loads of money. But, yeah. Anyway, let's put on me tunes. Yeah, let's put on me tunes and let's start. Ugh. Right, just looking for my... Great, okay. Exactly, loads of money. Oh, so, as we go through this place, which I'm going to just call Ilowa. I have no idea how you pronounce that place. So I'm just going to call it Ilowa. If any of not Belgian if any Polish-speaking viewers get annoyed by the pronunciations, no refunds. Oh, wrong track type. We need to use the ballastless track. Oh, no. We can't have... We need ballast here. How's everyone doing today? For me today, was, well, work was okay, I'd say. Actually, can I make this 200 kph? I don't know. Nah, I don't think... Nah, it's not worth it to have this bit at 200 kph. There are some straight bits here, but we'll just keep it 160. We'll just change the track type at least. No, I'll just keep it at 160. But yeah, for me, work was alright. There weren't really any major antics. Oh yeah, well, would you say that your cold is getting a little bit better then? Like, you're slowly recovering then, Generator? Well, that's good. Progress is progress, even if it's slow. I hate the coughing and sneezing stages of colds as well, but, you know, you just have to keep fighting for it. I have faith in you. Still, for me today, work was alright. I was on airside, but I was helping people on arrivals after immigration today, and I encountered my second least favorite passenger kind to help with, which is is it my least? Is it my second least? I don't know. If I need to sit down and write. I need to sit down and come up with a list. But this would definitely be at the bottom. So I had a passenger who was travelling with her mum, and they both needed a chair. They both needed a wheelchair. No big deal with that. You know, not the end of the world. I've encountered something similar to that in the past. So no crime or suffering with that. I mean, it's just a inconvenience, but you know, not the end of the world. the thing is that the passenger I was helping with was the daughter, and she had 4 pieces of hand luggage with her. And whilst I normally keep my mouth shut, so for how many bits of luggage passengers have, like hand luggage, unless the airlines say something, which they didn't because we weren't near the airlines today. I did encounter an issue where she had so much that I struggled to get into the lift. Okay? I struggled to get into the lift with her. So when I made an observation, sort of, saying, well, that's a lot of hand luggage you've got, she then began writing up a 700-page thesis about, everyone's judging us, you don't know what we're doing, everything's like that. And I just said, well, I'm not judging you, I'm just making an observation. And he goes, well, yes, you are. And I said, well, okay, I apologise if that's how you see it, but I'm just concerned about how much stuff you have, really. And quite frankly, I have every right to, because I have to... not 30, hang on. I mean, the thing here is that, it's just... I never understood why some people took so much with them as hand luggage. Well, actually, no, I do know why. It's because they don't want to pay the, baggage fees. Like, they don't want... That's what they want to avoid paying the baggage fees. Which... Okay, but if you can't even move it by yourself, then how are you going to... What are you going to do when... How are you going to get home? Well, in the case of this passenger, she was taking an Uber. But it was just... You can see the point I'm trying to make out here. Is some people don't really know people don't know their limits. Even when they need assistance, they don't know their own limits. And that's very, very annoying. Oh, hello there, Elijah. And hello, Crass. Sorry for disappearing last stream. I was in the middle of my friend's wedding. No need to apologise. Hope your friend had a great time. Hope you enjoyed the wedding. Gotta love these sharp curves. If I can at least keep it 120, I'll be happy. I'll suffice with that. Still, the worst one I've actually seen whilst I was working, although I didn't help with this passenger specifically, was somebody, she was travelling to, I forgot where. I can't remember where. It was either Accra or, it was either Ghana or Nigeria. It was one of the two. I can't remember where. But she had, 8 pieces of hand luggage. 8 pieces! And the airline were basically, British Airways in this case, were basically being as kind as possible saying, no. Like, how are you supposed to move this yourself? You can't. And all I remember is, because I was just working nearby, and I was just watching the conversation unfold, of basically, but I really want to. No, but I really want to. No, but I really want to. Ad infinitum. Sadly, I never knew what the result was. As far as I'm concerned, she's still in the terminal waiting. But, yeah, I have no idea what happened. Oh wait, I need to increase the live speed, silly me. Now we can go 160. Can we? Yeah. So Northern's doing type training with electric buses from Leamington, Spa and Rugby, and the buses are Yutong E12 and Enviro 400 EVs. Cool. I've yet to go on either any Yutong for that matter, or the newest Actually, now that I say this, I think I have actually been on a Yutong once. Let me just double check my photo, because I think I have been on a Yutong. Because, you know, I've said in the past... Well, actually, no. Obviously, I have been on a recent Yutong when I went to the Netherlands. I went on that Yutong U15, and that was pretty good. That was the first... That was, like, the first one I distinctly remember. But now that I think about it, I think I went on a Yutong in Nottingham ages ago, but I need to double check my photos. I just can't remember it. Oh, where is it? No, tell a lie. It was not a Yutong. Sorry, it was a BYD K9UR. Sorry, my apologies. Disregard. So the statement of I've never been on a Yutong in the UK is still correct. Yeah, there was on the 312. And I think it was also on the 507 as well, Elijah. I missed the 507 and the 521. They were great buses. They really helped people get to London, get through, like, from London Waterloo when the strikes happened, when the tube strikes happened. But I guess with more and more people working at home, the significance and necessariness, the use of the bus has basically become nowhere near as necessary, I guess, is the best way to word it. Well, it depends on which version you're speaking of, Bogdan, because you've got essentially well, at least from what I'm aware of, you've got the D8 UR and the D9 UR. The D9 UR sounds better than the D8 UR, but most of them are D8s. Oh, okay, station. Pratt Butty. No, Prabutty. Which will be only served by a few intercity services. Excuse me. Yeah. But I'll still make the platforms long enough for, yeah, the potentially 11 car ones. Just to be safe. Better be safe than sorry. Okay. Now, also, whilst I'm just planning out, just building this line, I want to say that once I've sorted out the line to Gdansk and more specifically Olsztyn, I'm going to extend this intercity service that goes from Warsaw to Lodz because it's too short, and I'm going to extend it to Olsztyn here. So I'm going to extend it on the classic line, and then it's going to go there. Now, the current trains that are running on it are the BR101 sets. And I'm currently thinking of upgrading it to the Dosto set. So if I just quickly build it, just to remind you. The IC2. Where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I was thinking of upgrading it to this formation. We might do a vote as to if I do it or not, but we'll see. But for now, it's just a sort of idea. BYD recently got into trouble in Australia for pre-registering a bunch of cars and then just topping it. Well, that's an very interesting strategy. No, not the EMU. This would be the loco hauled one. Sorry, I didn't put the loco on at the front, just as oh, hold on. Did I PR147? Yeah, you know this set, the BR-147 and the IC2s. That one. But yeah, that's a really well. I mean, BYD or most Chinese companies, from what I've heard, aren't exactly what you would call the most um, ethical companies. We can get away with saying that, can't we? Obviously, it is kind of funny seeing people go, "Oh, look at China! They can build a block of flats in 2 weeks." Yeah, how? No one goes how. By looking at human rights and going, "Nah, we're good." That's how they do it. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to slow down to 120 through here. Ooh, fun, fun, fun. Got got a few curves here and there. Then we cross the high-speed line again. More news on the Eurostar double deck because it's confirmed that the trains will be very similar to the new TGV in-wheel trains. And okay, I don't really know what to make of that. Yeah, there's not much I can really make of that again, apart from just that running the trains as pairs on Eurostar on the services going into London will be a terrible idea. Alright, so yeah, 160 again. I mean, BYD used lawfare to silence critics and got in trouble late last year for paying a bunch of British influencers. I never knew that. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, tapping into... Well, I can't... Even the Armstrong Powerhouse lets people speak. Well, lets me say something. Quite frankly, if a Chinese or any company tells me if you know to say good thing about us and we'll pay you, I'd tell them to sod off. And then I'd leak the news anonymously to BBC Panorama or something like that, and then watch them just get well. Enough said. Why would you do that? Everyone who, paid him to do reviews of the car, and everyone who did it got roasted. No way! Well, I guess it would be pretty obvious if you said something, you know, depending on how the review would be like. I guess it would be kind of obvious, though. So, what do you think of this new car? Oh, this new car that it's amazing. It's absolutely flawless in every single way. They really want the money. It's like people only do things because they want to get paid. Wayne's World. What was the car? If you remember, Generator, like what was the car model? So I'm curious to check this up in a second. This sounds like pure antics. So obviously, I've noticed a few BYD cars being sold now in the UK, just car models. JM covered it because they contacted him and he did what you said you would, except he exposed it on his own. Yeah. Oh, in fairness, I probably would have. If I was in that situation, I probably would just expose them on the spot. Yeah, but the difference here is that I'm just saying, like in the well, how's the best way to word it? I just don't have the full details of the whole situation. It's just just the basic premise I'm being told about here. And plus, if I was in the car reviewing space, I probably would have the resources to do the research and stuff. Alright, I'll check that out in a second. Let me just connect to the next station. And try and make this curve a little bit more smooth. Alright, can we keep it at 140? I think we can. We can... Come on, give me 140. Okay, we just adjust. Also, it doesn't shock me that it's an that you think it's an SUV. Like 99% of new cars in this day and age are just SUVs. Which just gets my eyes rolling. Oh! Oh, so Jaco, who paid the influence, and BYD was super quick. Oh, no, that's fine, that's fine. But it's still pathetic either way. So let me just double check. Now that I've connected to the next station and save the game quickly. You can never be too sure. Meteorite can strike at any moment. Right, so Jaku. Let me just search them up. I'm not going to watch the video, I just want to see the basic premise of it, that's all I'm just pausing a minute. I see. It's still really dumb either way. If the only UK only wasn't garbage, and I don't think that running a TGV on that service would be practical. If I must be completely honest, Elijah, because what you're essentially suggesting is, well, for a comparison, why doesn't Ryanair use the Boeing 777? It's not because they can't afford one. It's because it would not be a sensible choice for their fleet. If you ask me, at least. Because, okay, yeah, bigger plane good, more passenger. Downside, bigger plane need bigger runway. Bigger plane need more fuel. Bigger plane need more pilots. That'd be okay. I say that I do remember flying with Boeing. Not Boeing. It was a Boeing, but I flew with British Airways from Heathrow to what's it called? From to Amsterdam. I've mentioned this a few times in the past, but I flew to Amsterdam on a Boeing 767, and that was one of the best flights I've ever had. Oh, and exactly that too. Dwell times will be through the roof. Of course, yes. How could I forget? But yeah, just the duplex's dwell times suck. So this one is not going to fix that issue. Hello there, Crazy Shark. Welcome to the stream. Were you feeling ill last time you spoke? Because I couldn't remember or not. Because obviously I had a bunch of people who were having a flu. If so, I hope you're getting better. If not, then I hope you don't get a flu. exactly. Which is why, yeah, which is why you wouldn't put the duplexes or equivalents on that kind of service. You wouldn't. The duplexes work fine on the other services they actually run on, mostly, because the dwell times are factored into the timetable. Where you wouldn't really be able to easily do that with Southeastern. Alright, so, yeah, I was ill for the Wednesday stream, but felt perfectly fine, but wasn't home in time for the last stream. Ah, okay, fair enough then. Greetings! Yeah, hello there, 480 Studio! Welcome to the stream! Hope you're doing well today. We are continuing building in Poland land. Soon enough, we will be able to reach, well, I say soon enough, we still got some distance. We'll soon enough be able to reach, there. The what? Oh, I'm gonna love pronouncing. I can't even. I'm going to love pronouncing so many place names here. Just call it Stettin. Gotcha. Skettin. Skettin. Gotcha. Thank you, Crazy Shock. Oh yeah, because a lot of the you stupid game. A lot of the places in Western Poland obviously had German equivalent names, thanks to their slight occupation. Oh, there is one thing I didn't get a chance to say, which I'll quickly mention, okay? So, I added a few more places of interest on this save, and one of them, where was it? So, where are we looking for? I think it was here. Yeah, and one of them was here for Auschwitz. I didn't know Auschwitz was here. I thought it was in Eastern Germany. I didn't know it was in southwestern Poland. Well, south. Yeah, you can get away with that. I didn't know it was actually here. I never knew that. So I put that as like an international landmark because the museum and stuff is obviously there. And when I did that, I had a whole humongous amount of passengers wanting to go to Auschwitz. And that was definitely a collar-tugging moment there. Like, the trains were full to the brim. So, yeah. That was definitely a collar-tugging moment. I'm very glad I managed to fix that issue behind everyone's backs. Because, yeah, I can see all the comments coming in from a mile away, and I'm just going, yeah, look, I get it. Just... But, yeah, that issue is fixed, at least. Yeah, well, I can agree with that, John. It's definitely something. That's probably the best reaction I had to it as well, Crass. It was like saying, why am I getting so many passengers going to Auschwitz? Oh no. I'm just so glad that wasn't on the stream. Meanwhile, I'm trying to figure out how I want to quadrant and shorten main line between Wembley and Wickham. Well, that's a good area. I mean, fortunately, some bits of it are already sorted out for you, because if I just quickly connect this up. If we teleport to Beaconsfield, or Beaconsfield, it is Beaconsfield. It's one of the two. You can get away with one of the two. If we go to Beaconsfield here, it originally did have quadruple tracks. So a lot of it you could probably get away with like easily sorting out. There's also a huge amount of space at Gerrard's Cross as well. And Denham. Because Denham's platforms used to be on the outside as well. Oh, you're talking about the formation. Up, down, down. Yeah, that's what I would have done. Yeah, in terms of High Wycombe, your only option would be to, unless you fancy building a flying junction, like tapping into our inner, what's it called? Well and Garden City. Unless you want to do that, because I mean, look, you already got a little junction here you could easily spur off from. You could do that, or you could, just do a flat crossing. Yeah. Also, you and many other people have convinced me that Train Sim Classic is way better, and I haven't touched Train Sim World in a long time, which is disappointing since I spent a lot of money. But, yeah, well, things like that just end up happening, isn't it? It's a shame. Not much we could do. I'm glad you could at least enjoy Train Sim Classic a little bit more. Yeah, I guess it really just depends on how busy the line is, or how busy you're going to make it. Because, or you could just do what they do in Woking. Well, actually, because Woking has a flat crossing. For its platforms, if I quickly show you it again, I can use... Hang on. I can use this to teleport. There we go. Perfect. So, trains terminating at Woking use this this centre platform here, which is 12 cars long. And, as you can see by the junction here, it's a flat crossing. Because you got down... Slow, fast, fast, slow. So flat crossings aren't end-all be-all. I mean, it just doesn't work at Welland Garden City because the trains trains pass through at 125. Well, 115. 115 I think is it down there. So it doesn't really work. But for oh, hang on. Oh, cock. Well, that's that's Africa. Oh, darn it. Wrong way. But for somewhere like the Chiltern Main Line, are you going to have most of your trains stop at High Wycombe anyway? And besides, I think the line speed for High Wycombe is 65 anyway. So even if the trains don't... sorry. Even if trains aren't stopping, they are still slowing down anyway. Hedgehogs. Oh no. No! Go away, hedgehog. No! We were streaming so well. The last two streams we had no connection issues whatsoever. I guess I spoke too soon. It seems to be stable at the moment though. Well, I guess, since you mentioned Chiltern Main Line, what rolling stock are you going to be using for your Chiltern Main Line save then? What are you going to do? Are you going to bring the Chilterns and the area of Buckinghamshire electricity? Or are you just going to go Class 68 will suffice? We'll do fine. 68s will do fine. Yep. Again, whenever I can, if I move out and get my own house, I'm getting the most stubborn cable ever. Well, and actually, in that case, I think we can slow it down a little bit now. So, Flirt EMUs for non-Birminghams. Oh, interesting choice. Oh, 99 to serve are now certified for traffic. Woo! Excellent! I can't wait to start seeing them. And finally realizing, watching GBRF go, oh crap, why didn't we do this earlier? Who would have thought that a train that is better than the 66 in terms of that is technically better than the 66 in every possible way would be better than the 66. So, would use local haul for Birmingham's. I've got 93s for it, but no carriages. Yes, you do. You've got coaches. You can use the Mark 3s. Or the Mark 5s, if you really want to punish people. Or, here's an idea, Crazy Shark. Why don't you make your own coaches with blackjack and hookers? Make the Mark 6s that nobody, make the Mark 6s, yeah. Design your own coach. Why not that? I'm fairly certain we can find some fictional coaches for inspiration on the internet somewhere. I'd be inclined to agree with you on that, Bogdan. It's just, at the moment, 92s, we don't want to put 92s out of a job. So, Malbork. Actually, now that you think about it, that's a good point. Well, then again, yeah, probably not. Well, yeah, actually, it'll be a bad idea now that I think about it. Because, well, now that you mention that, generators, because, what was I trying to say? It would be a bad idea to put 93s on that service because because not only have you got to has it got to pull the train, but it's also going to supply ETS on the train as well. So it's just going to knacker the diesel engine again. And even if they use the batteries as like boost, it's just going to knacker the batteries. Alright, so, we won't need paint for this station. I think the layout here is good enough. We're almost at Gdansk. Because I want to add the Intercity to Gdansk first, since it's going to be faster. I'm going to use the Stadler Kiss trains on the service, on the Intercity train that goes to Gdansk and Gdynia. Maybe I should extend it a bit further. Nah. Just Gdynia's good. Oh, yeah. 99s would be a good idea on that, in that aspect. It's just the issue would be, what was I saying? The issue is its top speed of 75. Which is fine in the Highlands. Not so fine on the West Coast Main Line, where it'll be slower than the 92s. And the 92s are already a slow locomotive. Right, let me just look at the speed limits here, because I think mine's are a little bit better than IRL. I'll take that back. Okay, interesting layout. We have 2 bay platforms here as well. Interesting. Okay. So Mark 5A seem to have easy to find stats now. Well, in that case, you could make your own Mark 5A pack. Crazy Shark. And a whole bunch of liveries, including Lumo. That'll be a great idea. Lumo could then... Maybe Lumo could tap into that in a Flix train. And then just, nick a Class 90, nick a Class 90, go, look at this, new train. Yeah, we'll have to look into it. Well, I feel like people would appreciate that idea. Unless, Juanito beats you to it. I think it'd be a good idea. Again, I probably won't use it on this save, for reasons that should be fairly obvious, but I'd be down to see some Mark 5As in Nimby rails. The more the merrier, after all. Well, I think the second batch may have a few locos for the sleeper and possibly the Avanti Thunderbird contract. Oh, I didn't know they were getting a second batch. I didn't realise that. Also, I'm kind of surprised they managed to get the, Wait a minute, have I done these tracks right? Bear with me. No, I didn't. They're wrong speeds, that's why. Alright, no big deal. It's easy. At least I rediscovered now rather than later. So these are both 60 kph. Right. Well, I'm making it 90 kph for here, just to be safe. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, the Intercity trains that I'm going to be running between Warsaw and Gdansk, or Gdynia in this case specifically, will be the Stadler Kisses, the double-deck Kisses, the ex-Euro, the ex-Westbahn ones. Which I always found to be cool trains, but I've heard so many people whine about them. And I really want to go on one, but I heard that Deutsche Bahn have put them up for sale because I just don't want to use them anymore. So... that means I have to go to Austria. Not that I'm against going to Austria, no, no, it's just... I haven't got the money to go to Austria yet. It's more a case of that, rather than vehement displeasure for Austria. San Francisco also have Stadler Kisses. That's cool and all, but I don't have San Francisco money. If I don't even have Vienna money, how the heck do you think I have San Francisco money? They've been sold. Well, that's weird. So that's a bit of hot potato almost again. So hang on a second. OBB Stadler Kiss. Because I know that OBB have got some new Stadler Kisses. They got some new brand new ones. And they look fantastic. Especially in the CityJet livery. They look great. I got the post here from Railway News. So so they're gonna for Vienna to Salzburg. So they're an interim unit. No, they're an interim measure. Ooh, hello! Another train that's being tested. The new Flirt 3 XL for the Mosul line. Ooh, say. I am a big fan of the Stadler Flirt 3 XL. Ooh. Splendid. Yeah, I just saw a picture of them. Yeah, they just took off the DB logo and then just you know, pasted the OBV one again. There you go, new train. Sir, doesn't this? Shh, new train, new train. The budget does not allow for paint. Sir, the budget does not allow for any form of rebranding and whatnot. Well, I guess I still want to ride on one. And actually, running in Vienna and Salzburg, that's actually better than running in Berlin. Because that means I'd be able to, hypothetically, ride both the Westbahn one and the XDB ones. So we can see which one is the least worst. Ah. See, look at that. They didn't think... They're thinking of me for future railway reviews. Oh, how nice. Saving me as much effort as possible. XL ones like the ones on the Standard Express. Oh, no. The Flirt Free XL is basically the Flirt Free but with longer coaches. It would not work in it would not work in the UK full stop. Because the ones that we currently have are just the standard Flirt Frees. Just made smaller to fit with the UK. Stagecoach did that when they bought First Chester and Wirral. Oh, I did see, yeah, sorry, I did see photos. Let me get the specs in a second, generator. Give me a second, let me just get the specs up. Oh, by the way, Crazy Shark, I added some more songs onto the jukebox. And this is one of them. Right, I'm just getting the specs quickly. Come on, load up, internet. Uh, 58.6 divided by 3. 19. 67 points. So I'm just doing some quick maths quickly. Actually, tell a lie. Why am I even bothering trying to do maths when I have this? Oh, come on. Go away, bad internet. Sorry. Oh. Look, why am I trying to do maths in my head for the specs when we got the specs here in Nimby Rails? Because we got both the Flirt Free and Flirt Free XL. So, if we just use this as an example, a 3-car Flirt Free is 57 meters long, and the coaches are like 20. Well, the outer coaches are 20 meters long, and the inner one is 15 meters. Our Flirt Free XL is 67 meters long, and the outer coach is 24 meters long, and the inner one is 19 meters. So they're longer coaches, but in the case of this one, the ones that are used by Go Ahead, the door positions are just absolute garbage. So I don't know who designed it. Look how much of the coach is just not. Who designed that? I hate the door positions on some of these. On these Flirt Free XLs. These ones are fine though. They have 2 doors on each coach. I like these ones. The only problem with the Flirt Free and Nimby, Flirt Free XL and Nimby Rails is that the capacity is utter garbage. Look at that, 192 versus. Oh, it is okay. It is a little bit more, but the capacity is just rubbish anyway. Like, it's just Not good. They can still fit in the UK. Are you sure? What about the width? They're 2.8 meters wide. Actually, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to test it. I don't want to be the one responsible for calculating the damages if it runs. Would I like a Flirt 3 XL in the UK? Yes, but I don't think it'll fit. Again, I can't really easily crop the Nimby image I have on me. I used in the railway review. You know, it won't fit, dummy. It's basically that. I can't really crop it easily now because not only do I have to find it. You know what I'm trying to say. There's a reason why a lot of those adult websites have a tag called tight fit. Oh yeah, I wasn't saying that the length would be the issue. It's more so they won't fit just because of the width and stuff. That would definitely pose a problem. Okay, come on. We're almost there. I can taste the exit. I'm inclined to agree, but I'm also don't really have much of I still just hate the IET anyway, so it's not like I'm gonna defend the IET on one aspect anyway, so whatever. That's sort of the mindset I have on that. Okay. Well, the outer cars are probably the same as an IET, but the middle cars should be better. If you want a train with long coaches, don't forget the Ice 4's coaches are like 27 meters long, I think. Oh no, 29! Oh my goodness! 29 meters! I forgot! Oh my goodness! Damn! That's a long coach! Wow. Oh wow. Try putting that round Earlstown Station! Ah, Perry the Platypus! May I introduce you to the Paint Scraperinator? I can't do Doofenshmirtz's voice. One day, but not today. Just realised we can now get Vec trains in the UK if they size them down because they're 25.9 meters long. Ooh. I want the Vec train in the UK. I want one. I think the Vec train is cool. Sadly, none of the train operating companies agree with me. Why? My ideas are flawless. Why you no agree? Alright, we've got a viaduct here, so I'll make it ballastless just for variety. I'd take one over a Mark 5, but not the railjet ones when they're all low floor. Oh, no, 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 no. I have to say, though... what was I going to say? I have to say that the... When I saw the interior, or the coach design of the OBB ones, the Railjet 2, I was so confused by why they did it like that. I have no idea why. Well, I guess they wanted to improve accessibility, but I feel like there's a better way around it. I don't know. Yeah, if they probably would call it the Mark 6 coaches just for the sake of if they were to introduce it. They'd probably do like Mark 6 or something like that. Excuse me. We're almost at the high-speed line area. Almost there, people. We just need to keep pushing. Yeah, all they need is 2 coaches but trained to be like that, and the rest of the... Yeah, I completely agree. That would have been a great idea. Like, if they had the low-floor coaches in, like, the wheelchair platform, like the wheelchair accessible... tracks? Well, coaches. I can't speak probably. Then that'd be great. This section, if it was longer, I would have made it 200 kph, but I'm just going to make it 160. Since I don't think it will be viable to make it 200 kph here. Again, this is why I don't like flirts, because it makes them look like a tram. Really? I think the flirts do accessibility second to none. And there's no train on the UK rail network, I think, beats accessibility in terms of accessibility than the flirt. Because of its design. I'm open to hear any other ones. I'm open. But I'm open to any other candidates, but I don't think anything beats the flirt. At least when it's focusing on the trains that are running in the UK. Excuse me. Because yeah, once we reach Gdansk, or at least the junction where the high-speed train comes along, we're going to be having a whole bunch of services. I don't know if it ruins the ambience. I don't know if I can agree on that. I think the ambience on the flirts are fine, overall. Then again, I need to ride on the Transport for Wales ones, because I have yet to go on their ones. I know something that can beat a flirt. The 399. You know what? Fine, you get that, Crazy Shark. You win. You 5 house points for that. Fine. You know what? I can't argue with that. Got me there. I respectfully take the loss on that. You beat me. I'm not even angry at that. I just genuinely didn't think about the 399. But, oh yeah, good point. The general public as a whole would love to travel on the Hot Wheels Express because it comes from the good old days. The 399 can't access normal height platform. Okay, in terms of that stipulation, then yeah, but I was just speaking in as a whole on the UK main railway network, and when you mention the 399, that sort of bridges the sort of fine, whatever. So I think Stadler do have a tilting train, but that means they'd have to redesign the Flirt a little bit more, because it's not the Flirt that they have that tilts. Although, hang on, out of curiosity, if I just go on Google. Ugh. No, they don't have anything that tilts. Well, no, the Stadler Smile is the one that tilts. Oh, this is a long platform. Also, do not forget to change the arrows, otherwise I'm going to look like a complete noob. Oh. What kind of layout is that? So it's an island platform, but the platforms are staggered. Huh? Why? Why? What? Why would you do that? What kind of layout is that? You got a staggered island platform. Interesting. Okay, I'll be honest, I've not seen that in a while, or ever. Whatever works best. Had too much insert Polish beer name there that I don't know because I don't drink, so I don't know any brands. I'll adjust that. Don't worry. So flip the arrows, and as record the platforms. So average day in Poland. What is getting drunk like the stereotype in Poland? I didn't. Well, I know really nothing about Poland and its stereotypes apart from Polish builders and stuff. You know what? Let me try and look at the station in real life. Let me try and find the IRL station, so just so we can see and compare and contrast. Right, so I've got the station name. It's called Stogi Malbor. Hang on. Stogi Malborski. And I'm going to put it up on Google Maps as well, just so we can see what the station looks like. Right, so let me just also name... Well, I might as well name the station whilst I'm here as well. Right, I've got the station on the Google Maps. I'll just move it over here quickly. Vodka is Paul. I thought vodka was Russian. Okay, this is probably gonna tank the stream, but let's just see how this goes. So there you go. That's the station IRL. Can I? Oh, I tried to use the clever mode. There you go. I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't. Who? Why? I have so many questions regarding this track. It's not so much that it's an island platform. That's okay. It's a staggered island platform. I don't get it. Oh well. There you go. Thanks for more antics. No, it's. I don't think. No, Sudbury and Harrow Road is definitely more of a typical island platform than this. Actually, now that I think about it, do you think that this should be 200 kph through here? If I just look at them, the distance is 14 kilometers. Is that enough for 200 kph? I'm thinking, I'm 50-50 on it now. I think it might be worth it going quick. Actually, I will. I'll make it go quick now. Stuff it. Well, it's 9. I slow it down to 9. I can increase it a little bit here, probably. I can increase it to 100. And then it has to slow down to a crawl here. Maybe 180. That's a good compromise. Yeah, that's 180 kph. Yeah, that's a good compromise. There we go. That'll work. So still quick, but not quick. So 180. Oh. There we go. That works. See, this is why I like interacting, get some ideas. Sometimes people come up with pretty decent ideas that can work. And plus, we've got enough space that if there are serious timetabling antics, I can quickly paste in some extra tracks. I think the engineers were English who couldn't read Polish at 3 AM drunk on vodka. I still don't like alcohol. Alcohol too difficult for me. Reversible passing loop. In what do you mean? Oh! Oh, you mean this bit here? Oh, there's an extra platform, huh? I didn't notice that. Maybe. It's not really essential, though. We can live without it. For now, we'll just pretend it doesn't exist. Because, again, I am very, very lazy. But honest lazy. Would something like that be built in Germany, a stage island platform? That I do not know. But I think the layout is just so bad or so strange that I'm going to keep it. Alright, now we are at Skew. Another amazing station name. Which the high-speed line bypasses completely. So we're almost there, people. We're almost there. We're just going to connect it up here, and then we'll finally be able to have our intercity service running all the way from Warsaw. The sort of slower intercity train. So, we're almost there, people. It's so bad that it's good. Yeah, essentially. That's what I was thinking of. What track? There we go. Okay. So, Tissue. Which I'll just call the station Tissue. Because there's no bloody way I'm pronouncing the Iran place name. Kilometer. Unexpected issues. Oh. Well, at least the stream is behaving at the oh, I better keep my mouth shut. This is a layout and a half. Oh, oh my goodness, there's a bit of a junction here. Oh, a train can do a bit of a loop. It can stop here and then go southbound. Interesting. So if we use this island platform here... Oh, the track joins up. That will not work. Let's work this out. Brain. Hang on. Let me look at the map again. Okay, so this one here, this track here will be the fast lines. I think. If I just quickly lay this out to remind me. So I'm getting confused. Right, okay, I think that's what it is. If we have time before the end, can we build the Purgatory 387? Actually, that would make a good coffee break now. Actually, whoa, no, we'll do it after we built Tissue, okay? How about that? That's a great idea. We can do the Purgatory 387. After I sort out Tissue, we'll do the 387, okay? Deal? Well, what am I saying? There's no deal. I'll try that out. I do think that's a good idea. Thanks for reminding me about that. Since it'll be in Kaliningrad, somewhere like that. I'm just trying to work out the track layout for this station here. Awesome. Okay. Alright, I think I got it. Can we also add an IET in Kaliningrad? No. No. That's just being greedy now. We'll have one 387 that is forced to run in Kaliningrad for all eternity. Don't be greedy. Are we gonna have just gonna have a 387 running on a weird service and everything? Well, I guess so, but the difference here is that this one's gonna be even worse. Because this Purgatory 387 will not connect up with anything else. The idea is it would be just running on an infinite circle somewhere in Kaliningrad. We'll decide where in a second, but when we actually sort out Tissue. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have the Gdansk S-Bahn train service terminate here. I've already decided what I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using Cranias and Flirt 3XLs. Sorry, no wacky S-Bahn trains here. Just something a bit more reasonable. But for Kaliningrad, I'm gonna just chuck a 387 that's running on a perpetual loop, destined to be there for all of eternity. But that's frankly all it deserves. Well, whilst I'm sorting out this incredibly easy station, I've got a question for the viewers here, all of you here. So, what is, in your eyes, because obviously I've asked this to GW Villager in a video we did, but in your eyes, what is the best looking train ever built? Actually, we'll keep it to UK trains just so everyone doesn't give the Shinkansen 500 series. So, what's your favourite look, in terms of aesthetics, overall, UK train? Or, the best looking train built in the UK. Excuse me. Also, let me just copy this. So 350, 450, 444. The HS 4000 Kestrel. Good to know. Interesting choice. 390 is a good choice as well. You don't like picking a favourite. Oh. Well, I don't blame you. Sometimes it can be difficult to choose a favourite. And so I can't fault you on that. I still think for me the 373 is the best looking train. But if I was to, in the UK at least. But there is some other trains I think that look great. Surprisingly, I think the 332 and 333 look great. I really do think. I remember when I was planning the script for them a while ago, I was considering of having a joke where they go, well, I was going to just say it's the best looking train in the UK, but I don't know. I don't know if I can go that far. I just really like them. I'm conveniently ignoring the Eurostar because I love the look of both the 373 and 374. I can agree that the 374 looks good as well. New York Central Mercury. Hang on, let me just double remind myself of quickly what it is. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, actually, yeah, if we were just imposing that rule, then yeah, the Mercury looks absolutely incredible. That is just top tier design right there. It's a bummer that it was never saved. I don't think it was. Because, you know, the thing is that the original New York Central Hudson is already a good-looking train. Well, it was already a good-looking steam locomotive, and then they just said, I know, why don't we make it look better? Just... Hello there, never back. We were just talking about the best-looking trains in the UK. And, Generator mentioned that because of the UK, if we ignore the UK rule, he was going to mention he mentioned the New York Central Mercury, which that is an amazing looking train right there. One of the few examples of flawless design from an aesthetic matter. 745s do look good. I will agree on that. I do like the flirt. The flirt. It's technically the flirt 4. I do like the look of the flirt 4. Although, being the stubborn person I am, I only slightly prefer the flirt 3 in terms of appearance over it, just slightly. But I do like the flirt 4 / the 745. Appearance-wise, we are focusing on. The Breitspur Barn. Oh, I've never heard of that one. Google to the rescue. Oh, I love the internet. Oh. It does a bit, yeah. Just like... Yeah, it does a little bit. I can see the resemblance. Yeah, again, it's just a real bummer that no one was never properly preserved. .309s are the best looking gangway train as long as they have the wraparound cab windows. Yeah, I've always been a fan of the Class 309, funnily enough, Joe later. Always have. Yeah, and it's an American train. They typically don't look... Exactly, yeah. I mean, there are some other American trains which I do like the look of, although I can't really think of any off the top of my head, rather annoyingly. But, yeah, I'd say that the Mercury overall is the best looking... yeah, the Mercury is definitely one of the best looking steam locomotives and probably trains that I can think of that aren't UK. Although, now that I think about it, I'm annoyed I never considered... I don't think we did it... I don't know. We didn't really... It didn't class as a high-speed train, which is why I never really brought it up. It's just something that looks... like if someone came up to me and asked, hey, Daniel, give me a definition of what is something that you would think that resembles Art Deco the most, or, like, exemplifies Art Deco, well, the Mercury. Like, let me try and get the poster of it. I just love the poster. I saw a poster of one. Trying to think. Oh, it's really hard to find one that's definitely not an AI one. You gotta be careful. Okay, well that one's not. Okay, this wasn't. This one isn't the streamlined Mercury, but it is close enough to what I wanted to. I'll use as an example here because give me a second. So if I just granted again, this isn't the streamlined one. This is the original, like well, quote unquote the original one. Well, I mean it does say streamlined, but this isn't the one of the actual the one that we are talking about. But I love Art Deco posters. They look incredible. And look, it looks fast as a picture. That's what I love so much about this. Yeah. Standard Hudson. Yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, I just love how good. I'm trying to get a good photo of it. Of this logo. Sorry about this. I'm just trying to quickly find a quick photo. That is really good. That easily shows the. Okay, is it showing properly on this? Yeah, I love that photo there. Look at that. Look at that amazing design. That looks amazing. What photo? 1935. Yeah. Just incredible. That's a photo you could smell. Oh, wow. The fairy Rotodine hadn't been preserved. Oh, it's a shame. You know what? Funny how you mentioned Minecraft Generator, because I was actually considering one day just to randomly stream Minecraft all of a sudden. And just see what people would say. You know, because I feel like me playing Minecraft would be the equivalent of an Idiot Abroad Season 8 or something. Because I would be like the most noob Minecraft player on the planet. The trains in Batman the Animated Series were based off them in the regular Hustons. Oh, I didn't even know there were trains in that show, but that's still great. If I was making a world that had steam trains, I'd base them off the Hudson. Why not? Again, you've got a design that is essentially flawless. If if you've anyone seen the upgrade meme, if you were to try and, I'd tell that you would just say, no upgrade needed. You can't. It's a flawless design. Have you seen the Adelaide 2000 class? I have not. I will double check in a second. Let me just do. I'm just trying to progress a little bit more on this station because the sooner we can build this station, the sooner we can have the 387 Kaliningrad purgatory thing. The streamlined Dutch hot take. The streamlined Dutches look better than the A4s. I've got two. I forgot what the streamlined Dutches looks like. I'll double. Let me first check what Koras asked me to first, and then we'll go step by step. So Adelaide 2000. Oh, what the heck? What? Oh. That's just a coploper at home. Okay. I've got a joke I can make, but I'm gonna do it later. So streamlined Duchess. What did that look like? Oh, that thing! Oh! You know what? I was never really a fan of the streamlined Duchess. I prefer the original non-streamlined one. assuming we're talking about the, the coronation class, right? That's weird. I was never a fan of it in terms of its appearance in streamlined like that. I always preferred it when it wasn't streamlined. Weird. Okay, well, at least we're on the same page of what we're talking about. Alright, we're almost done with Tissue Station. And then we'll be able to build our precious Purgatory. I think it's because they look a bit bigger without the firings. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I know. Steam trains aren't exactly my forte when it comes to railway interest, but I can respect things that do look like trains that do look good, even if I don't know too much about them. And besides, I don't really hate the Deutsche streamlined. It's just that I prefer it. I prefer the look of it not streamlined. It's one of those just weird things of personal preference. Alright. I wonder... flip? Flip. What have I done? That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, this is what happens when I take advice from Neverbat. Wait a minute. There we go. I think I've done it right now. No, wait. Yay! Hulk did it right. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have some S-Bahn trains terminating here, which also means I need to make sure the platforms are long enough. Oh, they are. Okay, problem solved. Okay, never mind, they are long enough. Because if I just double check, I was going to have them running as pairs as the longest. So 173, that fits. Or 175 was my length, my target length. Yeah, that fits perfectly fine. Sweet. Okay. No issues. The coronation is a bit more rounded and built, like similar to the Zero Series Shinkansen. Yeah, I can see what you mean. Well, considering I'm still going to take a stab at the guess, Jonathan, that you prefer the A, even if you don't, you prefer the coronation to the A4. I'm going to take a stab at the guess that you prefer the A4 to the Flying Scotsman. Okay. Loads of switches. No, not 409 kilometers an hour, you dumb game. So wait, what's the speed limit on this bit? If you say so, game. Yeah, especially the A1 guys with the original 10. It looks like something late out of the Victorian era. Like Victorian era. Fair enough, fair enough. It's just like you, to me, you are always my like number one Flying Scotsman hater. That's why I said that. Or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Goodbye. Okay. Goodbye. I'm Daniel. I don't hate it. I just like taking Mick out of it because it's fun. Okay, fair enough then. I got it mixed up then. Apologies. I would say I would say like how I rip on 37s, but I don't like 37s. Yes, yeah. Of course, how can we forget that? Actually, now that we mentioned the Mercury, I'm just going to check something on Nimby Rails on the workshop quickly. Because there aren't that many steam trains on the Nimby Rails workshop because, well, steam trains aren't as viable, obviously. Nah, nothing. Hudson? Nope, nothing. But I kind of expected that, so it's not like I'm upset by that fact. I always thought, well, I could, yeah, fine. I'll let you have that. They can be a bit liked. Let's just say that. It definitely has its fans, including one of Richard of Armstrong. Alright, so I'm gonna make it 120 now. Go. So that's the southbound bit of oh well, I'm gonna do that one other switch there as well, just before I forget. Yeah, but that's not really. I wouldn't really call the HST overrated. It has its place in history. It's the fastest diesel locomotive verified, and the shed. Well, like the shed is a mixed bag anyway. So, so for those ones, I just go, yeah, fair enough. So if I just put these markers here, let's see what platforms we can access. Good. Okay, fantastic. So this side of tissue has been sorted. Fantastic. I'm happy. Oh wait, I need to make that platform a little bit longer. There we go. Problem solved. Oh. Oh, I can see a problem here, but I will... There we go. Switch. $60. $60. Good. All right then. We'll just want to quickly sort out the westbound, the other side of the station, and then we can do our Kaliningrad punishment. So let's take a look at this. Where does this line actually go? Is this some branch line here? Oh, it's finally an electrified line. Yay! Finally, somewhere I can put another like regional service. Better late than never. I'll take that. Fantastic. HST still have HST still have their haters, including but not limited to every ASOF member employed by Scott Ray. Nah, boats won't. The boat thingy will not be used here, sadly. Sorry. In fact, I'm thinking we're going to be using something that is different. We'll talk about. I will probably reveal it later. Coradia Lynch. Well, I mean, well, actually, that was my first. That was my first sort of option. Actually, funnily enough, yeah, I was thinking Coradia Lynch first of all, but nothing. What was I going to go with? I can't remember now. No, I was thinking of using the Fleur à Coup. Where are you? This thing here. The Stadler Flirt free, but it's a battery. This thing here. Although, there is nothing stopping us from using both this and the Lint as a combine. Because these trains run on some services in the north. So yeah, got some options. It just depends on how frequent I'm going to have the service, but yeah, the idea is there at least. Fleur à coup or fleur à chew? The fleur à chew serving tissue. The puns write themselves, don't they? Right, so put this there. funnily enough, the Flirt 3 Aku would have a better acceleration rate. I don't know if I'm going to be using this track here because it's got a low speed limit. I feel like that's a freight-only line. But I'll build the switch as a just in case, because you never know. I might change my mind or when I'm sorting out the track layout. It really just depends on how I'm going to sort it out, but I don't know at the moment. That pun was nothing to me. You know what? I'm sorry. That is just giving you a 30-second timeout for that pun alone. That just gets a... Well, I think a 10-second slap on the wrist for that pun. Boo! I just get... Oh boy. More power abuse. Oh, ugh. That joke was, it turned out something to be sneezed. Yes, it was. I'm not the biggest fan of puns. Excuse me. Funnily enough, Jarinator, the music in this level, well, the music from that you're currently hearing, the level that this level that the music is played on, was actually giving me gave me like an idea for the game I was considering, but I scrapped the idea since it wouldn't make logical sense. But I was thinking of having Beatrix ride alongside of Molten, about Molten being giant and running through a city or something, because I thought that would be a cool idea. Downside is, why would Molten grow giant? I don't really want to do that for the game. So I said to myself, nah. But it's a funny idea. So kind of like my cat allergy or randomly develop. No, goodness. Oh, no. You won't be able to handle my fluffy kitty then. Well, never say never, but I always just assume that, well, my basic idea, which I finally written out as a work in progress pitch, would always just be like a typical, what's the word I'm looking for here? Just a basic sort of, a standalone game. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Standalone. Because when you make a sequel to anything, people have very high expectations, which is fine and makes sense. But I remember there was a quote that Meowth said in the anime saying, "Wow, I've got a lot of people to disappoint." And wow, that summarizes my mindset perfectly with that. Okay, so I found out that this track doesn't serve. I thought this was a station, but that's actually a depot. So it goes. So these tracks here go into the depot, which is fine. Okay, we can work with that. So this sods off into the depot. Perfect. I still need to add a few things to the pitch. Like, funnily enough, I do have a potential person who would like to work with. Well, no, I found a few people who actually would like to possibly work with me. So it's just that I need to think about a few other things here and there. But that'll be for later. So, there's always a way of continuing a story. Star Wars Rogue One came from a line of text in the open. of course, yes. I mean, yes. It's not like I have no ideas for a sequel. That's not the concern. It's just more of a case of the story was self-contained. I'm good where I am. I wouldn't want to make a sequel unless I really saw... Like, if someone gave me an idea for a sequel, and I said, that is incredible and flawless, let's do that, then I wouldn't want to make a sequel. Or unless somebody said, hey Daniel, if you make a sequel, I will give you $1 billion. I'm going to go, sure, why not? Of course. How could we... Generator, how could we also forget the amazing line, somehow Palpatine returned? Yep. At least Rita Repulsa was locked away on the moon for 10,000 years. At least you could go walk with that and go, fair enough. Oh, I should really do a Rita Repulsa joke in a railway review. No, I don't know. I know exactly where to do it. I'm going to do it for later. I've got an idea. I've got one. Just put it in the back of my head for that. Expansion pack. Well, for a game with the premise of what I have already, I feel like expansion pack is just the perfect name, but I don't know how to expand the game with an expansion pack. Like, how could I not call a DLC or even free DLC for the game? How could I not call it the expansion pack with the expand dopamine? How could I not do that? That's just gift wrap for me at that point. I didn't make it through the opening crawl, so I can't really... No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Not many people really are fans of Rouge 1. Okay, I think tissue is sorted. I've just got to quickly, let me just build this a little bit further. Yeah, I think it's pretty much sorted now, because, numbering the platforms, but I think I've got all the tracks sorted. Yes, there we go. Very nice. I'm just going to quickly number the platforms before I forget. Oh, and set up the signals, choose the signals quickly. Great. So, 10, 8, 6. No, they're not fans of the they're not fans of the Disney trilogy. People like Rouge 1, one of the few Disney projects to have the accolade. Oh yeah, I forgot, of course. Although I still enjoy watching the Red Letter Media video of Rogue One. That has me in stitches with Rich going 80 STs, 80 STs. I love that so much. So 6, 2, 1, 5, 7. There we go. So, Tissue is sorted, everybody! Yay! So, you know what that means? We can now teleport to Kaliningrad to give our punishment. Is Cobalt busy? Or is he too busy on a plane or something? Tell him, if he isn't, see if he, or hopefully he can come along in. Because we now need to decide where should we put our 387. I'm thinking we could put it on a roundabout, or maybe we could put it on a roundabout. We could put it like in the docks or something. Yeah. I'm actually just quickly. I'm gonna message him. Going to add your 387 on the save now. If he comes, he comes. If he doesn't, that's okay. I'll just try to say, where should I put it? I just don't know where. Oh, I've even got a better idea. I've got a really good idea. Where is it? Where's the track? I know I have the track here somehow. I'm not going to use the standard track. No. It deserves something even more appropriate. But let me just... I might check on the workshop quickly. How did you know that, Joninator? I didn't show the thing to you. I haven't shown the pitch to you. How did you know that? I do like the idea regarding the Oh. My apologies. Sorry, I am an idiot. Not thinking. My apologies. I thought I shared the... I completely forgot I pasted it there. Sorry. Disregard. Now I'll take your credits. Now, okay, there we go. Yeah, now let's get back to what you said. Sorry. You listed Miranda and Malton's accents as rural and urban, respectively, but urban could be scouts. Well, I don't think she would have a Scouse accent, no. Oh, didn't mean to knock that over. No, I don't think she'd have a Scouse accent. I wasn't really thinking of a specific one so far, because I still haven't really grounded her voice yet, so that's why I was a bit more flexible. For Walton's voice, I was just going to use my own voice. But yeah, put it somewhere at 0 passengers. Well, let's take a look at the boundary of Kaliningrad. Oh, maybe here. There shouldn't be any catchment area here. Well, actually, no. I can force it. I can just force it to give the result I want by just doing. Give me a second. Well, I don't know if you have a very strong robotic effect. I do have a very weak one. We'll see. But first, I just want to. I will put it on the roundabout, but here's my plan. Because the 387 does not even deserve proper tracks, people. No, 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 no. No, goodness me. Why would we give it proper tracks when we could instead give it, if I can find it, maglev tracks? So it's like a roller coaster. Right, where are you? S maglev. There we are. Look at that. It'll cost $7 million per kilometer. Alright, so. So this one circle alone costs $2 million. $2.5 million. Right. Oh, there's a South Park. I didn't know there was a South Park in Kaliningrad. All right. Well, let's put it here because I don't know what's here. There's something here, and this is still technically Kaliningrad. Yeah, it is. It does call class in it. But I'd say her accent would be upper class. Yeah, you know, I could see an upper class accent working for her. Although, let me make let me just redo this quickly and make it a bit wider, just so the 387 can theoretically run. There we go. I'm too lazy to be able to do a perfect circle. It doesn't deserve that. And we'll have one station here. What should we call the station? What should we call it? Oh, I know, hang on. There we go. Rush B. Cobalt crap. No. Cobalt stat. Cobalt stat. There we go. That's great. Oh, let me crappily translate that into Russian. There you go. Translate. So if I call it Cobalt Town, and I put that into Russian. Where's the rush? Come on. EFG. There we go. That's perfect. There, I've outplayed myself. And it'll be forced to run at an amazing 40 kph all day, every day. The Cobalt. Also, they just use the I'm gonna put it just to put it to make sure it's always at the bottom. I'm gonna put a Z on it. There we are. Funny number for the price. And let's build it. How much is it? $5 million to build this. Alright, so Oh wait, I need to have you know, put one in the north as well. Worth of a river. Let me just let me give it. So we'll call it Cobalt Town North here. And then Cobalt Town South here. I'm glad we could do this. So if I just quickly split this. Actually, why is it going 40 kph when 20 kph will suffice? There we go. What am I thinking? And we'll give it a nice dark colour. Dark hue. There we go. Nice and dark. So, we need our 387. Where are you? Electrostar. Right. Think of all the maintenance you need. Exactly, yeah! That's why. Well, we need to save money after all, even if no one's gonna bloody use it. Right, where is the, okay. Well, he's never specified... Oh yeah, 387. So what livery should we put it in, though? Also, I'm just looking at the capacity of this. The 387 capacity, the 378 capacity is really good now. Thanks, if Crazy Shark is watching, cheers! Cheers for buffing the capacity. Anyway, where were we? What livery should we put it in? Ether Express. Yeah, alright then. 387... 140. I think that was the one I rode on recently. And yeah. There we go. So now it should be running like this forever. If I open the line. There we are. Here's our punishment. Well, here he is. Your 387 that just runs around Kaliningrad forever. Destined to lose money. There we go. Spin dryer. Actually, wait a minute. It needs to be a proper spin dryer. Hang on a second. Oh, come on, behave. We need it to go faster. So... I can't make it go faster. Speed. Money laundering simulator. Honestly, I charged for it to see if... Well, it already is being charged. It's just that nobody's using it because no one... Well, let's try it, actually. Let's just increase the catchment area a little bit. To its minimum possible levels. There we go. Let's see. Will it actually make up? Alright, if I put it at its maximum, fine. Okay, let's see what happens then. Obviously, it's not making any money at the moment, but let's see what happens. Will there be anybody stupid enough to ride on the ride on the Kaliningrad roller coaster? Anyone? Come on, someone's gonna write this up. Come on. Well, let's see how much money it's making so far. Well, it's not making us any money. Why isn't this? How could this happen? Why isn't the money laundering laundering my money? No. Has it actually carried a single passenger? Because if we take a look at another line as an example, yeah, it shows like the specs, that you know how much it's making its fares and stuff. But come on, nobody wants to ride on the 387 spin cycle. Oh well, we tried. Don't look. It's there, okay? The punishment is there. Just make up some numbers. Well, yeah. Why would the taxman go into Russia? Ah, exactly. Border. He will be sent to Gulag. Alright, well, at least we got our, what's it called? Cobalt was happy, so next time he comes in the stream, we'll send this to him. I'm going to take a screenshot of it now. So he can see it. I'll take a few pics. There we are. Forever alone. Alright, well... I don't know if we'll have enough time to do Alston, because I'm getting kind of tired now. I might do Alston later. Excuse me. I want to just try and connect up this high-speed section here. Exactly. Back to Gulag. Well, either way, I am happy that we have our, what's it called? That we've got our Cobalt's just desserts. Thanks for reminding me about that, generator. It was just perfect timing since we were nearby the area. Now we can go quick. Ah, thank you very much for your kind words. I enjoy my limes. Actually, no, I don't even like... No, I like lemonade, Sprite. I love Sprite. But I don't like limes as a... You know, just like... I wouldn't just eat a lime. Also, I'm going to just make this quadruple track properly now. Actually, wait. No, it already changes for me. Disregard. I'll add the stations here later, though, because I'm lazy. I just want to connect the track. That is my main thing. As long as I do that, I'll be happy. Because then we'll be able to have our train running. Oh, I love this song so much. Thanks, Top Gear, for introducing it to me. Top Gear's introduced me to so many amazing songs. Now that I think about it, I could probably have that as 230 kph. Yeah, definitely. I still enjoy watching the interview of Andy Willman and Ben Collins. Um, they did a sort of interview slash sort of chat they had about their time on Top Gear. I also still remember the behind the scenes they did where of when they were editing the Grand Tour, and then they were talking about how Andy Woolman, I think was it Andy or somebody else, he plopped a whole bunch of old papers on the desk showing the transcript from the Mongolia uh, trip. Was it Mongolia or was it? I think it was Mongolia they went, and they had like they were editing it and they had the transcript and saying, well, it's hard to fake all of this or something. And I got thinking of, would I sit down and watch a completely unedited Top Gear chat of them, of like a trip where they were just like 90% of it not cut, that didn't make the cut? Would I sit down and watch it? And I probably would go, maybe. Which probably shows just how entertaining they are. Because I didn't say like yes, definitely, but I have at least thought about it. Okay, the moment of truth. We're almost there. Yes, yes, mental gem. Wait, what have I done? Oh. Okay, hang on, I can fix this. I agree, actually. I think they've done so much for like a generation of entertainment that their work should be preserved. Alright, so there you go. Fully joined up. Granted, I still have a few little bits here and there to sort out, but I can now officially build all of this. Wait, what did I do? No, I have to select it all over again. We can finally have our Intercity trains going to Gdynia! On the slow line, which is really slow when you look at it like this. Indeed. The idea is I'm going to add the two Intercity services first, then the two regional express trains, and then the regional bonds. There we go. Just seeing that 387 do a loop forever is so funny. No one's riding it. Oh, what a shame. Well, I can't say I didn't try. Oh, look at that! Look how many people are on the train, the ice that comes from um, from Gdansk and Gdynia is full to the brim. So adding our new trains will certainly help for sure, even if it goes a little bit slower. Will the regio bonds go all the way from Warsaw? No, 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 no. Oh goodness, no. No, the idea I was gonna have is a regional bond that goes from Warsaw to here, like nice look or something like that. Then I was gonna have another regional bond that goes from there, from Nicelek to Zaldwo. And then one that goes from Zaldwo to... I don't know. I'm thinking from... I don't know. I'll leave to decide what to do that for that. But the regional bonds are the lowest priority at the moment. The other ones are higher priority. Which I will sort out the lines behind everyone's back because I want to get something to eat and go to bed. Because that'll be it for tonight, everybody. We've done some fantastic progress. We finally have the local line, and more importantly, we have the 387's layment, or whatever you want to call it. Call it whatever you want. It's serving Cobalt's paradise. So, that'll be it for tonight, everybody. So, thank you very much for coming along to this fantastic stream. I had a lot of fun tonight. And, yeah, I'll speak to you guys next time, everybody. And just take care of yourselves as it gets cold. Goodbye. Bye, everybody. Right, so, yeah. Where's the end stream button? Bye.